Good morning. I don't have my microphone, but I wanted to just kind of show you guys the setup. And like I said, I'm still working on a few things, but here we go. Say hello. Kira has a skin issue. I gotta get her bathed and get some medicine for her skin. But like I said, so this is a Honda CR-V, and again, this is Cody's puppy. He's one of the pack. Okay, he's always, so really I have 4 dogs because Cody loves that dog, and always has. He's had him for 8 years. Yes, 8 years. So I have a pillow here. I keep extra pillowcases under the bed along with my clothes. So one side I keep my dirtier clothes, and then, well, it's kind of all throughout down there underneath. I have my jeans in the middle and sweaters on top of jeans right now because we've changed seasons. And I'm thinking about getting something that will go, one of those nets, and putting a net up here on the roof of the car so that I can put some more clothing and stuff up there because it's really tight here. So I've got my winter jacket because it's supposed to be 27 degrees. I don't know. And down here, I've got to get something different going on, but for now, I'm just using 4 to 5 gallons of water at a time. This is a piss pot, I know, but your girl has to pee sometimes. So right now I've got 5. And then down in here, I have my windshield cover, and that goes on the windshield when we go to bed. And in this little spot, sorry for my trash here, bleach, hydrogen peroxide, and fabric softener. This is what our beautiful friends from the South use. It smells delicious. And then my laundry detergent, and then I've got vinegar. Vinegar comes in handy. And you can also make deviled eggs. And then I've got some my fabric softeners. I just put them in a bag because the box was too much. It was unnecessary. And right back here is kind of my nighttime. So I've got my bonnet. I've got some feminine products just for when she comes. Some facial pads if I want to use some astringent. I'm out right now. And there's some little, feet mask. And then I always have a thing of baby wipes back here. I also I just put the sewing kit back here. Right now I need to sew something on my vest, and then just extra trash bags. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes there's a few other things in there, but I try not to put anything sharp in there or anything like that. Underneath the water is, oh, there's one of my socks. I was looking for that just a minute ago. I put the dog food usually down under the water. Oops. I want to get a big water container. I'm going to try to but then I can't put dog food anywhere. So I think I'm stuck with gallons for right now because of how and I'm out of dog food. I have to go. We ran out last night, but they're dog treats. They've got a can opener down there, and then I also have hidden down in there baking soda, which is actually feeling really moist. I think some water might have spilled on it, so probably gonna have to get some new baking soda. And please excuse the dog here. I've not gone to vacuum the car, and then, hello, how are you? Bubba went into a ditch, so he is drying off currently. He knows his punishment. He won't get in the car until I tell him to because he knows he got wet. Yeah. Naughty. You're naughty. So they're all done with their water, and I feel like I waste a lot of water. So this one I didn't even put water in it because since it's cooled off, they just are not drinking like they used to. And I stack their dinner dishes in there, and this actually fits. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Trying to do it with one hand is not easy. There we go. Just perfect right in that little slot. So, and then this is one of the screens for my windows that I talked about in one of my other little bedtime video that I made. And yeah, and then I tuck the blankets down. Topple this all back here. Put my coat back on top of it. Everything has a spot when you're living in 80 square feet. I don't know how big it is. Hi. Yeah, baby, we gotta go get you. She's so raw. I don't know what's going on. She's just been like kind of flaky and itchy. I think probably too much McDonald's. I think I need to not give her any breakfast biscuits. And their nails are so long. He refuses to let me cut his. Hers are like lethal. They grow like crazy. And he is like little daggers, and he won't let me cut his either. So I gotta get them in. It's just expensive. You got 3 dogs. What am I doing with 3 dogs? Okay, so the shade always is back here. I like it because I feel like it kind of keeps all those cleaners kind of tucked back. And then I usually put this back here too. But I forgot. Okay, and then I just got some trash that every morning I'll kind of clean up. Unfortunately, part of living in your car is you've got a lot of, what do you do? So I get my $1 coffee at McDonald's. Thank you, McDonald's. And I get, whatever food I've got. Right now I've got some blackberries. Currently, so my whole wiring went out. So my car charger has been out, and I've been having to use my laptop to charge my phone to work. So that's been interesting. What did I do with my toothbrush? I need to put the cat back on my toothbrush. I don't know where it is. Is that it? That's strange. How do you lose a toothbrush? Anyways, so this will sit over there. Once I get in, I will kind of organize that differently. I've got my banana and my pudding, and my DoorDash stuff stays up here. That way when, I have dogs living in here. So I know that's really unsanitary, and some people get really grossed out and mad, but the dogs, when we're working, stay in the back, and I always cover the seat. Right now I usually keep 2 brown grocery sacks up here as well, and then I will lay those down on the seat when I have an order. And I've got like a little box that I open up and I put my orders in, and I've got like a clean cup holder because I cannot put customers' cups in my cup holders because there is hair in them. That's just a part of my life right now. So in this seat, I gotta get new seat covers because they've destroyed this seat over the last 2 years. That's the name of the game. And here is pretty simple. I've got, my books that I keep on hand, my backpack with all my shower stuff. Under that, down in here, there's like flea medicine, ear treatment for my one girl. She's always got issues. An extra fork. That's not a good place. That's not where I wanted it. I was looking for it the other day. Over here, yesterday. Not the other day, yesterday. I think it was a plastic fork. Let's see. I've got, my seasonings, extra mayonnaise packets, coffee, instant coffee, peanut butter, honey. I've got mustard, and then, I need to move my ketchup down there. Stay organized. And then always, every door has poop bags in them. And under this, I've got, it's got extra, feminine hygiene, soaps. I've got, what else have I got in there? Kleenex packets and shampoo, that kind of thing. And then this is my cooler at the moment, and I'm not really using it for that. So, oops, alcohol. I lost a freaking library book, y'all. I don't know what I did with it. I think I left it at a restaurant, and I can't remember where it would have been. So, anyways, I've got to send these. These are turkey tail mushrooms, aka immune booster cancer helper. And I give them to my dog because he's got tumas. And those I'm sending to a friend. But so I'm a soda drinker, but I've been trying to stop. So I've got like my tea bags are in the sides here of this cooler. I've got crackers, ramen, pudding. This, I have no idea. I need to like, I still need to research this. I bought this for 25 cents on the side of the road, and it called it a Munak orange or something. I can't exactly remember. Isn't that the that's like it's the best. I'm not like a huge Halloween person, but isn't this the best Halloween? It could be like brains, you know what I mean? Put like on the top of a skull or something. I don't know why. I thought that was so interesting. I like to pull over and see what people are offering. Okay, I'm gonna finish. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the coolerage, because it is really hard to save money when you don't have certain items on you. And it is possible to live without a cooler. You can, I mean, even eggs I can keep for what, a month? I don't know. As long as they're farm fresh. I used to keep my eggs on the counter for quite a while. You don't have to refrigerate eggs. And so like, these are the blackberries. I washed these last night with my vinegar, right? So trying to keep things sanitary. So I'll have that with my pudding, and I might even cut up my banana and put it in there and then eat that with my croissant for lunch, because I got a lot of things floating around I need to eat up here. All the best intentions. All right, guys. Well, I need to run to the post office that I've been meaning to go to for days. And yeah, it's like down in here again, lots of dog hair, sorry. Just the screens for the windows tucked in here. Very simple. I've got cleaners back there, Windex, leather cleaner, and my fans. I've got some fans that charge. And that is how simple it is. Right now I've been keeping my vest up here with me for when it's kind of going like warm, cold right now. Still kind of in the fall. And that's it. Oh, there's a back scratcher for my dogs. That is how simple my life is. I'm not going to show you my clothes because I don't need to show the internet my clothes. Over here, this is some, well, they're cat treats. I try to keep cat treats and food in here just because there's a lot of strays. And I keep extra spoons back here for like my dogs. I usually have a few cans of wet food. They always get some kind of topper on there. And then this is my girl's nail file. She's the only one that lets me do it. And then we've got vapor cream for feet and paws. Vapor rub and vapor cream are amazing for the feet. I'm just gonna say, can you say goodbye? Hello, beautiful boy. For anybody who's new here, this is Cody. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah, hi. His name was Scooby, his first owners, and we ended up calling him Cody, so he gets called both. You're both, and you're beautiful. He's 11 now. This is Kira. Yes. Kira Bira, she's 8. She also was found on the same land that we found him, on a native nation up on the west coast. And this is Bubba Gump. Are you ready, dude? All right. Load up. Bubba, load up. It's like, Mom, I'm not, I need to, you want to be wiped off? You think we should wipe? Yeah, okay. Okay. He's learning that. He really is. He doesn't like to be in trouble, and when he gets into the water, he knows he's going to be in. Plus, it's also an excuse to get rubs. I think he's figured out, like, hey, Cody got... And I've got to figure out what's going on in his diet. I don't know. I've got to switch my dog's food or something, because he's not getting enough nutrients either. His ears should be black. And like, oh, you got a big old burr, buddy. Ouch. Jeez, that's a big one. That's a big one. There he goes. We'll brush your hair in a little bit. I gotta go get him a new brush too. He's gotta get a bath. My son is gonna help me bathe him. There are some places, sorry guys, there are some places that have video of my dog's butt. Okay, you are filthy, boy. Good thing I didn't wash the comforter last night. Okay, come on. Load up. Kira, move. So, during the day, I leave one pillowcase on, because, and this is why, because they're filthy. They're filthy creatures, and for those of you who cannot handle germs and dirt, well, you might not want to watch my car videos, because I'm definitely living in it. I shake out the top blanket 2 to 3 times a day, and the tube underneath that I showed last night, this is one that I sleep under. I sleep under both, and then I've got a clean sheet under. So this top, even though it's so gorgeous, and I hate to see it getting destroyed, they love it. They absolutely love it, and it's still pretty to look at. I feel like every time I open my door, it's like, aw, like a little cottage back there. Yeah, you're in your happy den. They love it. They're in high heaven. They're like, where are we going, Mom? Let's go. And that's all she wrote. I'm gonna walk over here, and this is a nice spot that we come to often. I gotta throw away my trash. There's a few other things. I keep some other cleaners and stuff underneath my seat, but gosh, it's so messy. I gotta go vacuum. If I don't vacuum like every 2 or 3 days, it's just an absolute disaster in there. All the leaves and me getting in and out of my front seat to deliver. So this is like an older baseball field, and there's never really anybody down here. So we're able to come here. I would say we come here most of the time once a day. And yeah, nice and quiet. There's a little church here, but there's rarely anybody at it. They all work full-time jobs, I think. Yeah, it's one of our little spots. The dogs like it, and I let them off leash. Yeah, don't judge, but they're staying in a car now, so I've got to let them run, and there's no way. Woo, gosh darn it. Bye. There went my YouTube music.